Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is an M12, it's the Tier 7 American SPG. This one's located on the south spawn of Prokhorovka and it's under the command of Alehoh. Now the last time we saw him he was on cliff and he was working towards his third mark of excellence. Let's see what he can do with this battle. Now it's a 155mm howitzer of French design. You can tell that from the breech block. Yep, it's a particular peculiarity of the French design. They have that sort of shape, and it's actually a very effective gun designed in the First World War. It'll do 700 alpha, penetrating 39mm of armor, and there's a burst radius of 7.6 meters. Now the hull is actually pure M3. Yep, it was an original design. They took the M3 design, they thought, yep, okay, we just take off the turret or not use the turret and mount the gun on top. And in fact, they actually had other vehicles which, without the gun, which actually carried ammunition. So identical units, but just ammunition carriers. Round out in that pattern. I think that might be a bit late, but oh, it was right on the money. 304. I was wrong. He was right on the money. He got that M46 pattern, which is a tier 9 medium. He's a tier 7 Arty in a tier 9 game, so he's going to earn extra XP for every higher tier opponent that he hits. He's going for that M46 again, fires the round in, and another direct hit, that time on the engine bay, 240. I can't stress highly enough how actually hitting higher tier opponents like this really does help you to get higher marks of excellence, because it massively increases your XP earn. Okay, well, an enemy T-49 was seen on the west side of the map, but he is taking damage. He's been badly hit. Trying to line up a shot, but he's not loaded yet. Okay, enemy tank seen at the center line is the Tiger, and their T-49 just went over the line to try and derp our Conqueror. We fire a round at the Tiger 1, 205 hit points of damage on him, and he's stunned. Our Conqueror, unfortunately, did get derped. Now, an EBR-90's moved into position, but the T-49 has been eradicated, shall we say. Okay, over on this side of the map, we've got an UDES 1415 dashing south. He managed to get into the bowl, but he's been found by the EBR. We're going for the IS-3-2, and we fire the round in near where he was seen. Yeah, that EBR is going straight through the bowl. Very dangerous for the EBR, actually. The UDES isn't faring too well either. Load it. Splash on him for 168. All helps. And he gets killed because the Borsig could see him. Took him out from up on the hill. EBR's found another tank. It's the IS-3-2. We're not loaded yet, but we will be momentarily. The EBR takes a big hit. Lining up the shot on the IS-3. A near miss, but unfortunately the EBR went down because he was taken out by an SU-130 PM, who was spotted before the EBR died. Okay, going back to the Tiger 1, dialing in. Runs out. And another good hit, 201. He changes position straight away. In fact, it looks like the enemy's being pushed back on the east side of the map. But in actual fact, the Super Hellcat overextended himself and drove into an area where his KV-4 a Noobs and a Progetto, and well, they baited him in and took him out. Bait and switch. Rounds out the Tiger again. Another big hit. He's not going to have many hit points left now. I think that's the third time he's been hit. Unfortunately, with 3 tanks down on the enemy at the moment. Hit points wise though, we're not far off. So our tanks seem to have more hit points. And the enemy's starting to lose hit points. But they still have numbers. So some of their tanks have very few hit points left. I think one of them's that Tiger 1. He was dialing in there on where he thought the KV4 was. Trying to get the shot dialed in on the Progetto. He moves the aim over the target, but the Progetto is killed by the Emil 1. Our Leopard prototypes moving down that line. Yes, there's the KV4. Rounds out. Direct hit. Oh, it was a near miss actually. And that Leopard now is in a bit of a pickle because he's going to be... Yeah, he's being fired on by KV4. And he's about to get assaulted by an SU-130PM. We're dialed in. Rounds out. And another near miss, which is 224. So, not bad. The KV4 is now very unhealthy. We lost the Leopard prototype there. The IS-3 is about to die. We've got 8 rounds left. Lining him up. Rounds out. That's a kill. Unfortunately, our Conqueror dies as well. The enemy Arty got him. The S-51. So there's only 1 tank in it at the moment. Hit points wise, the enemy now has more hit points than we do. Firing around into the corner where they think the S-51 is. And we just lost the third NAND as well. So now we're 2 tanks down. 6 rounds left. 4 rounds of standard HE, 2 rounds of premium. Now what Aleho's been doing actually, he's been playing the M12 almost exclusively, trying to get as many games in as he could to try and get the Arty to the 3rd mark. Sometimes players like to binge play a particular Arty to beef up their mark or their crew experience, make them more effective. And now we've just lost the T-25 too. And the Super Hellcat's on his way in. Found our Charioteer, who lost a lot of hit points to their Arty. We're lining up a shot on the Super Hellcat. He's moving. And takes a round and goes up in flames. He set him alight and it worked. And I don't think he was seen, but he's putting back to a new firing position anyway. He's the last one left on this side of the map. We've got another Arty in the centre and the Emil up on the hill. And I kind of suspect that Aleho's expecting one of the enemy tanks to come towards him, possibly a tank destroyer. And that Udes just took a big hit. Lining him up. Dialed in. And oh, he's going to get attacked by 2 Super Hellcats. And unfortunately, yeah, he's ram killed. So They're off to kill the M12, who's right in the centre, who's only got 1 hit point left. He's gone. And that leaves just the Emil up on top of the hill. So it's not looking too hopeful now. 6 against 1. I doubt the Emil's going to win this. They've got 2 in the cap to force the Emil to come down off the hill. He's actually headed north. And I think he's given up on the game. Even if he was to drive as fast as he could, I don't think he can make it back in time. Well, the enemy stopped capping. I think there's somebody said no cap, kill all. Now, given that they said that, there's more than likely they've gone up onto the top of the hill trying to find him. So I would say at a guess that I think those Super Hellcats are going to be coming in this direction. Oh, and he's drowning himself. No, don't do this. Fight. There's more XP to be earned. Oh dear. You sad puppy. And that's Arty players telling a tank driver, yeah, don't drown yourself. Fight. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Oh my god, he actually got his 3rd mark of excellence in that game. Even though it was a defeat, he earned enough XP during the game to earn the 3rd mark of excellence. Popped above the 95%. He got a first class tankers in that game. The 3rd mark, he got an arsonist because he set fire to one of the enemy tanks, watching it burn up. I think that was the Super Hellcat. And he also got a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 15, and a Gore's medal for doing more damage than 8 times the hit points of his own vehicle. And his win rate from that game was 6,000. Far higher than the last game, or in fact actually this was 2 games after that Cliff one, which you've just seen, which I just put up. So a couple of games later, he picks up the 3rd mark of excellence. Very well played. Let's have a look at the team score. He didn't get the highest damage in the game. That went to the SU-130PM, who managed to get a high caliber and 3,686 hit points of damage. The next high scorer was Alehoh with 2,993. And after that, it was the Super Hellcat, who managed to get a Confederate and 2,097 hit points of damage. Directly after the Borsig, who got 2,1970. I actually missed that, got those the wrong way round. When it came to kills, though, it was the SU-130PM, managed to get 3, so did the S-51 and the Super Hellcat. And then Alehoh's one of quite a few players, 5 players in total, who managed to get 2 kills. When it came to base XP, it was the Super Hellcat who managed to do the best with 1,050, 1,024 to the SU-130PM, and then the Super Hellcat with 845, and Alehoh managed to get 673 base experience points. He fired 16 rounds, got 7 direct hits, no penetration, 14 splash, damage of 2,993 hit points, of which 2,234 were at more than 300 meters. He did receive 1 hit, it was a penetration, and he was rammed immediately afterwards by the Super Hellcat that fired it. 2 enemy vehicles spotted, 7 enemy vehicles damaged, 2 killed, and 1,443 hit points of stun assist off 12 stuns. On a premium count, he earned 49,524 credits, got 5,228 from Courageous Resistance. That's for getting an Epic or a Battle Hero medal in a losing or a drawn game. Total 54,752, and after repair, ammunition, resupply and consumables, he took away 2,875 credits. He received 3 bonds for the medal, the Gore's medal, And 1009 XP, 571 for Courageous Resistance, 790 for Personal Reserves, took away 2,371 experience points altogether. So congratulations on your third mark of excellence, Alehoh. I'm sure many people in the group will be very pleased that you've now got that goal completed, but of course now you've got to get it up to 100%, and that's going to be difficult. But I suppose we'll settle for another third mark on a different Arty. So if you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel, and thank you for watching.